Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Lynn and I have with me today,
I'm Wanda.
and we are keeping it cute.
Keeping it cute.
And if you like what we're talking about, make sure that you subscribe. Alright.
And don't forget to turn that notification bell on so you can know every time she uploads a video.
So so we are going to talk about
Celibacy.
That's
Remember
right.
I asked you about that?
yep. Relationships and self-love, and how self-love plays a part in that. So, and celibacy, getting right to what you were asking about. I looked it up, okay? So celibacy is most people do it for religious reasons.
Mhm.
So you'll see like nuns, all those that are in different religious that they have religious responsibility, they do that. And some of them even practice celibacy even if they're married. They are celibate. So that would be more for a religious purpose. Chastity is for a religious purpose, but you're doing it until you get married. So that's chastity. And then it's abstinence, which you're doing it, just for your own reasons, and you can get to it whenever you want to. Get back to it whenever you want to. You're just doing it for your mind, body, and your soul. You're detoxing for yourself.
Okay.
So, so they have these different ones, and people say, okay, we're right into explaining the celibacy and all that, but we basically are giving this information for those who are really going through hurtful times
Right.
in their relationships.
Right.
And instead of just jumping right into another relationship, sometimes you need to give yourself that time to heal. So you may want to practice, celibacy, abstinence, chastity, whichever one fits you, to get
to
yourself
know yourself.
to get yourself together.
Right, I agree. And a lot of times you don't know yourself and you're so quick to jump back in a relationship, but yet haven't took time to learn what you like, what you really enjoy doing, finding new things to do, finding new group of friends to hang out with.
Mm-hmm.
So you're so quick to jump back into a relationship instead of learning yourself, right?
That's it. And so, and a lot of these women are wondering why they can't leave a man alone that's dogging them out.
Mhm.
Like they are, they're getting abused, they're getting cheated on, and it's, he's staying out, weeks at a time. And you're like, I just know I can't do this. I deserve better. But you're staying in a relationship because it's a soul tie. When he comes and he tells you whatever it is that he says to you that makes you weak or makes you feel like, I'm going to go ahead and stay because he loved me and all that stuff, that's what you call a soul tie. He hitting it right, okay? And you can't leave.
Right. And you wonder why. It's because your soul is basically tied to his soul. But not only, I'm glad you brought that up, because everybody that he has slept with, now you're tied to their soul too. So if that person is going through depression, if that person is going through bulimia, am I saying that right? And they sleep with you, so now that spirit is transferred to your spirit. So now you're dealing with some issues that you don't even know you're dealing with, and that's because you're sleeping around.
And so people just are not realizing that everything is spiritual.
It is.
We see everything in the natural, but spiritual. God is spiritual.
Exactly.
And so they're not realizing that everything is spiritual. And you really, we have to look at it. Our body is our temple.
Mm-hmm.
It's your sanctuary. It's yours. It's you. It's a part of you. And if you don't love yourself, you don't know that.
That's
I mean, if you don't love yourself, if you're not looking at yourself like, I'm beautiful, I deserve better, and you don't have standards, you don't have any of this, you may want to think about abstinence, chastity, something so that you can detox your body, detox your mind, so that you can get to know who you are before you go into another relationship.
Right.
Or if you are in a relationship and he's not there, no way, if he's not, he's coming home at weeks at a time, that gives you time to really get to know you. You should be looking at, okay, even if me and this guy, we break up, what do I want in the next man? What do I want? What do I even like? Do you even know what you like in a man?
Right.
Do you, I mean, do you know who you are? Besides just knowing your name, besides just knowing that you were hurt, and a lot of people are walking around with all this hurt and pain from some man, and they won't forgive him, and so they can't even flourish in the next relationship.
Right.
And that's what happens in these relationships. They go to from man to man to man,
That's
and they
true.
holding all the hurt from each man that they go to. So
Baggage.
yeah, because it's like you'll talk to some women, they might have had like 5 boyfriends in 1 year. So and each one of them doing the same thing, cheating and beating and all the stuff. So then she's carrying around all of that because she hasn't taken the time to heal.
Right. Right. That's so true.
So we have to take that time for ourselves to heal. And then you'll go into the next relationship, and guess what? You will draw a more positive man. You won't, because you're going in a vicious cycle.
Right. Right.
Because
Yeah, that's so true. And like we were just talking about, when you learn yourself and you learn what you like and what you don't like, and you start to be a positive person and be happy, then you're going to attract exactly that.
That.
Another man that's positive, that's happy. Because when you're positive, you can't hang around somebody that's negative, right? So that's important that you just learn yourself and just
Sure.
self-love and practice on your self-esteem. If you don't think that you're beautiful or whatever, just kind of like look at yourself and tell yourself you are pretty. Find something about you had mentioned about find something about that you like about yourself, and just learn to build your self-esteem up instead of building your body up with all these implants and big butts and all that. Build your self-esteem.
And a lot of people, and because of the hurt and the pain, and they have the self-esteem issues, they are just going and saying, I'm just gonna go get me a butt, then all the men will want me. Why do you want all the men to want you, for one thing?
Exactly.
And then the second thing, do you even know what to do with one man that wants you? So if you don't know what to do with one man that wants you, then how are you gonna know what to do if 100 men want you?
Right.
So my thing is, get to know you. Now, we had just had that discussion about them big butts and stuff, because some of them don't know how to clean them. They want all this stuff, and they don't even know what they're doing with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother person back there. That needs, you got to keep that together.
Right.
So why? And then another thing is, why are you getting that? Are you getting it because you're saying, okay, I'm gonna attract a whole bunch of men? Or are you getting it because you're saying, okay, this is gonna make me feel good about me? If you're getting it because of that, that's fine. But I don't think that women should be out here going and getting these butts and stuff to make a man happy.
No, I agree. Just like you do everything for yourself, right? So if you don't want your hair short, you get extensions. If you don't want to be heavy, you find a way to lose weight. But you're not doing it for somebody else. You're doing it for yourself.
And that's my belief. I think if you, whatever you do, if you're doing it for yourself, then it makes sense to me. But if you're doing it because you want the attention of someone else, then it does not make sense to me, because it's your self-esteem is low. And and we were even talking about changing a man. You can't, when you get a man, if this is the thing, if you have a big booty, big breast, you cute, you all that, it's not gonna keep him.
No.
Because you know what's gonna keep him? If he wants to be kept. We was talking about Halle Berry. We was talking about
She's
Beyonce.
too. She is too.
They're beautiful, but they have experienced infidelity. They've experienced it because it's not about looks. When a man loves you, he loves you, and he wants to be with you.
Absolutely.
Because of that, because he loves you. He doesn't want any other woman because he loves you, and he's into you, and he wants to be kept by you. But some of us are going about it wrong. We are out here chasing men, and I'm a firm believer that a man needs to chase the woman. I don't think that a woman should be out here chasing men. Period.
Yeah. Some men, it's a turn off if you are pursuing them more than they are pursuing you. It's a turn off, because think about it. When an animal is on the search for its mate, the male is the one that's seeking. So it's not. I don't think it's okay to chase a man
Not
under
at all.
any circumstances. I
Not
don't
at all.
care how much money he has. I don't care what kind of job he has. It's not okay.
And he's going to treat you just the way that you act.
He will, for real.
And so we were just having very good conversation about this, and we're sharing it with you guys because it's so many of our young people that's out here that are, using their body to think that they're gonna, get some man. They are thinking that they can do all this, have a baby, do all this stuff, but that's not going to keep him. You have to love yourself, even if you have a man or if you don't have a man. Now, loving yourself is key to keeping a man, because then you attract the type of man, because then at that point when you love yourself, you're looking to God to love, you're looking to God for the man that you want, to find the love that you want.
Absolutely.
And once you do, not like what you were saying earlier about that the woman should be so into God that
Yeah, well, basically, a man should have to basically seek God to find his woman, his wife, because she should be the one that's so in. I mean, both, of course, but he that finds a good thing. What's the Bible verse?
he a man that finds a wife finding a good thing.
Findeth a good thing. So. And I just had a brain fart, that's why I couldn't remember. But yeah, so he should be so into God because he's trying to find his mate. So yeah, not in the club and all that. He should be trying to find his mate through God, basically.
And then God will put you in the place. You won't even be thinking about it, and then you'll find it.
Absolutely.
But my thing is the way that the young girls are now, and it's our responsibility to me to give them this information, because they are out here just doing the most. You'll see them like on their page. I'm scrolling and I'm seeing some girl just bent over with her whole booty out, just shaking, and then she wonders, and then when the guy approaches them, the way that they're acting, they want to act like the man is wrong. Well, if you're acting like a T-hot, then he's gonna approach you like a T-hot,
Right.
So
At the end of the day, a man wants a lady, okay?
right.
At the end of the night, he wants someone, it sounds old school, but he wants someone that he can take home and introduce to his mother. Especially if his mother is a very well, kept woman that has a very, good, she believes in bringing up her children right. And, so he's not going to bring home somebody that he finds in the club. He wants somebody that is wife material, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. So we have to be very cautious of how we carry ourselves. I think, and that's what the problem is. Women are no longer being ladylike. And now for the women to just act out. I guess they're saying, okay, men are out here with 5 and 6 women. I can be out here and have me 5 and 6 men.
You were talking about that song.
Yeah, that song that I listened to is called Medicine, and she was just saying, I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, and I'm gonna be with this person, that person, this person, and see how it feels. Make you see how it feels, but really, you're not hurting him. You're hurting yourself, because okay, he's out here doing his thing. That just shows that you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for him, and it's hurting you. Because now you letting this man, and then there's probably gonna be the same problems in this relationship. If it's a relationship, I don't know now. They're just doing it, we were talking, she was like, do they date? And I'm like, I don't know. Like,
A lot of them, they just have sex. Sex is just a casual thing now.
And it shouldn't be, because like I told you, it's soul ties are connected. And then they're wondering why they can't leave this person alone. And you can't leave them alone because now you have an attachment. See, he hit it right. And I ain't got time. He didn't bang that thing right. And now I don't got time. Now you over here talking about, I can't leave. He over here doing this. He done hit me. He did this and that. And I just can't leave him alone. Well, you can't leave him alone because it's a soul tie. It's a soul tie. So now you
just don't understand.
You taking all this abuse from this man.
Right.
Where he can come home weeks at a time. This and that. But he hitting it. He know he hitting it right too.
Right.
Because the first one, when you start complaining, he come on, let's throw you on there and just tear you up real quick, and you be like,
Basically, that's just how it goes. That's the truth.
I mean, remember we were young. Come on now.
Right.
I know I was hot, but I wasn't real hot. Like, I wasn't a T-hot. Like, I know people saying, what's a T-hot? T-hot is a thought, okay? But I wasn't a thought. but I had one when I set my eyes on somebody. That's that person. Okay, I got one person. I'm just that one type of person.
Right.
I have one person that I like, and that's it.
Right.
And so I had that one person when I was younger, but I was I couldn't leave him alone. I don't know what it was. It was just retarded. But that's
just,
what it was. It was
yeah.
a soul tie.
You was just too young to understand.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was like a soul tie because I had, let
Yeah.
him
Yeah. That's
get
true.
into my temple.
Yeah. And
So,
basically, I think when the person takes your virginity too,
yeah.
is that
Oh, girl.
when they take your virginity,
It's a soul tie.
that is basic. That is a soul tie because he's broken a covenant, right? And so, yeah,
And you act crazy. You're wondering why you acting crazy, why you tearing up cars, and you got a soul tie. You don't know how to handle yourself. That's why I think that women should really think
Right.
about. I don't think you should do anything without getting knowledge of it. But if you, because a lot of people are saying, I'm a Christian, I'm a this. If you're a Christian, you know about fornicating. We ain't supposed to have sex until we're married. So that means that you want to practice chastity, which means, you're not going to have sex until you are married. And that will help you to have, but I can't say it will help you to have better relationships because I know that it was one young lady that did that and still got into a crazy relationship. So I have to say that it's all about your mindset because you attract who you are.
that's true.
So that will help in changing your mindset though, because you won't be so focused on that. And I don't think that any relationship should be focused on sex because once you really get into the relationship, you don't really be focused on sex. It's good, but you don't focus on it. You focus on, okay,
Right.
or more. So you have to really have your mindset together to me, to have a good relationship. And you have to be with somebody who wants to be with you. Period.
That's
If you're with
true.
somebody who's just with you because y'all done got this soul tie because he done hit it good and you didn't hit it good, whatever, because it's vice versa. Men be getting the same, and but he don't like nothing about you. Then, like he can't stand the way you talk because you're always talking crazy to him, or he can't stand the way you do this, that, and the other, or you can't stand the way he do this. Then what kind of relationship do you have? Because you have to be able to be friends. You got to like each other, And I don't get mad at the stuff that he does that. So don't get me wrong. You're gonna have those times where you're not gonna like each other. But if you're in a relationship where he don't like anything about you and he's just coming over hitting it, but he's not around, he's gone for weeks. Something's wrong.
Something is wrong.
And you have to get to the bottom of it by focusing in on yourself, not him. Because see, that's what we do. We'll be praying to God too. God, help him. No, help me to get myself. I'm going through a divorce, and I didn't say help him. I said, Lord, help me, because I said help him all through the marriage and and that wasn't working. So then I learned, Lord, help me to get myself together, to know how to love him right, to know how to do what's right. You know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
once I did that, and it still wasn't working, then I knew, okay, it's my time. But you have to get you together, because if you don't get you together, you can't change nobody.
Right.
I
And
can't change them.
Right. Yeah. And a lot of times you praying in, we spoke before how you grow up, and there's things that you take into a relationship. You're not aware of it, but you do. And so that's why it's so important to take care of yourself, even if you need counseling or stuff like that. Just get you some counseling. There's nothing wrong with counseling, so you can be a better you.
Yeah, and and you were saying that a lot of black people, and I said us, we don't like to get counseling, but you should get it.
Absolutely, it's covered by your insurance company. Why not?
So we just need to. We're giving you this knowledge because what I see. It's sad to me when I see our youth. Because I think that our youth they're very smart. They're out here at young ages. They're buying homes. They're getting, they're just doing it. They're doing big things at young ages, but then they're just having sex casually. They're in these abusive relationships, and they're wondering why everything is wrong.
Right.
And now, it's up to us as their elders to give them this information because we've been through it and done it.
You an elder?
I'm older than him.
I don't like that. You's an elder.
Oh my goodness.
I like no, but back to the point that is so true. And they're still finding someone to look up to. You know, even when they're in their 20s, they're still searching, trying to figure out who am I? Because sometimes you don't know who you are. You're well in your 40s,
And they think you're gonna find it through a man or a woman.
Exactly.
Not.
Right. Learn to spend time. Go to the art museum. Find out what you like. Go to a tea party. Find you a different group of elegant friends that you want to hang out with. You know, be a classy woman. You know.
And if you don't know how to be classy, just be you.
Exactly.
Because just be you.
Just be you. Yeah.
And be a better you.
And
see, then don't be jealous of people, because a lot of people, they done went and got counseling. And they doing good. They walking around with their head held high, honey, and they doing them. And then you got these ones over here that got all these problems. And she thinks she is, because she went and got counseling. What you need to go get.
She's good up there. She's
so she
good.
got her head held high, honey. She's like, I know I'm together, honey.
Yes.
Because she's learned how to love her.
Yeah.
And she's not settling.
Exactly. And remember, we talked about how no one should make you happy.
No.
You are responsible for your own happiness. So don't give that much authority to someone else. So when they leave for whatever reason, then they take the happiness with them. That's just not okay.
No. Because and that's what people do too. When a lot of women, and we're talking to women because I'm not a man. I can't tell you nothing about a man, but I can tell you about a woman because I'm a woman.
Right.
And I know that a lot of times we be so consumed into the relationship that we lose ourselves.
Right.
We forget to get to know who I am in this relationship. Even though I'm in a relationship, I still can go and be with my friends. I still can just have some me time where I just go to the mall or just whatever by myself. And then a lot of them have kids and stuff, and they just really need to but just take an hour just to meditate or do something so that you're doing something for you.
That's true. So
that, and a lot of us have, like you were saying, back to the childhood things. A lot of us, we have so much stuff that's happened to us in our childhood that we have tried to just put under the rug, and that stuff is surfacing because we get to be an adult for so long until that childhood stuff starts to unfold, and you're like, what is happening? It's because you need to take care of those things, and the only way is to get to know you. You have to give yourself that me time. Right. Go get some counseling if you need it, because some people had some traumatic things happen to them in their youth, and they have never resolved it.
Right.
And it's not nobody else's fault of how you react to that thing. It's your fault. You have to be a better you. You have to make sure that whatever it is doesn't stop you from being the better adult that you should be.
Right. I agree.
So you have to live your great life. You have to.
Right.
Nobody can live it for you, and nobody feels sorry for you, because everybody went through something.
Right.
If I could talk to 10 people in the room, and somebody gonna tell me something happened to them that's traumatic, and we'd be like, wow. And some people you would not even think something happened,
like I don't look like what I've been through.
That's right, because they carry themselves, and then you can look at some people and be like, ooh, they going through. And I don't want to be that person.
Right.
You can just look at me and say, oh, she's going through. You don't know what's going on with me until I tell you, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Get you some counseling.
Yeah, counseling will help.
Yeah.
And with these young women, on these pages, when I'm scrolling down, and on social media, and I'm seeing them just shaking their behinds on the
They're doing it for attention.
Yeah, you want all these men to like you, all these men to like you, and for what? I mean, why do you want them to? What do you want? Do you want to just have sex, or you just like that attention? You just want them to think you're cute because you're shaking your butt behind on social media. I don't get, what is that?
I don't know. See, I don't spend a lot of time on social media, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, where they get on there and they turn around, and the first thing you see their profile, their body. For what? Let me see your brain.
Right. And so most of the time you're going to get just what you asking for. But then it trips me out Because then when they're getting all this attention, then they're talking crazy like
Right.
yeah, okay, but you are acting like a T-hot.
Right.
Be a T-hot.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I don't know.
Mm.
I just want our youth to think about, you know, taking time out to detox your mind and your body from all the sex and just, out here just giving yourself away
Think
to
about all the free meals you
Yeah.
can get. All the
Yes.
free movies you can go see.
Yeah.
You know, because as soon as you give it up, all that's gonna stop if he really ain't into you. I'm so serious. Talking about movie, he'll be saying, "Can we watch that on Netflix?" I got Netflix. That's it. That's what they'll be saying. Like when they are trying to get the cookie or whatever,
They got on
call it,
Mr. Representative, honey.
the ooha, whatever they
The
call it.
strawberry.
Whatever you name your girl, you know what you name your girl. But when they're trying to get it, honey, you can go to an orchestra. You can go to 5-star hotels just to sit at the bar and chill. You can go to all kinds of stuff. So the longer you keep it, the more stuff you're gonna be able to do. That's how I feel. I'm so serious. But as soon as you get it up, you now watching Netflix. Okay? That's what you're gonna be watching. You'll be watching Netflix. You go stop at White Castles. Yeah. Okay. That's what's gonna happen. That's
That
what's
is hilarious. And I
I'm
don't
just
know. I
keeping
haven't
it
been
real.
because I haven't dated in like a really long
I'm
time.
just
so I don't
so
know.
keeping it real.
Yeah, and see, I don't have a
Yeah,
clue.
you won't get to go to Starbucks, honey. You'll be going to Marathon gas station for your coffee. Okay? So keep it. It's yours. It belongs to you. Until
And
you're ready
this
to
is
get
your
it.
sanctuary, And I'm not saying hold it captive and all that. That's not when you're in a
Hold it
relationship.
captive.
This my thing is this. Yeah, when you're dating, you're not into no relationship. Yes, but when you're married, don't do that. I don't think that's just to me. That's just not right.
What, when you hold it?
When you're married and you're saying, "Oh, I'm mad at him. He ain't getting that." I don't believe in that. I
No.
don't care if we're mad or not. We gonna do what we gotta do, and I can be mad still. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna do what we gotta do
Yeah.
when you're married. But back to single people. But when you're married, you're not supposed to do that. I think it's ain't a sin. It says it in the Bible.
Can't stand you.
But yeah, so we'll just skip over that part. But that, yeah.
I mean, it's true, I mean, different people, you're supposed to be obedient to God's word. I do get that, but hey. But yeah, so you just have to just keep your stuff. If you're not married, honey, keep it until you know that this is the right person. This is somebody that I want to invest in. Think about a man as an investment. You know what I'm saying? Do I want to invest my time with him? Because if you don't want to invest your time with him, girl, you need to just keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it moving. And I think and you'll know if it's the right person because they're not gonna sweat you about sex. They really want to get to know. They're gonna want to take you out just to get to know who you are,
Yeah.
and they'll take their time to that anyway.
Right.
They're not gonna want to just bang you and they don't know you. They're
Right.
gonna want to know you, know who you are, and you'll know if they're right. You'll know.
Right.
Your
right,
gut
right.
feeling will tell you.
Absolutely. When I first started dating my husband, we dated, and yeah, we just dated, and I was good with that. We went to church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went to, we just went to eat a lot, talk, get to know him. He got to know me, and we just basically just
Then you get
hung
it
out.
Yeah.
We did a lot of hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
We went to very formal dinners and stuff like that. So we just kind of hung out. It wasn't a big deal to jump right into bed.
Right. And that's what you want. You don't want, and that's what I just want our young girls to get back to dating, to loving themselves, to loving their bodies enough to say, because if you look at some of the old films and stuff, they would be trying to get it from the girl. She'd be like, "Oh, that's nasty." I was watching, I think it was The Wood, and they was trying to get some, and the girl was like, "Oh, no." That's what we need to get back to.
Right.
These young ladies are just giving it, and it's not ladylike. It's not what God wants for you. It's not. I mean, it's so, I mean, you have, and then some of us are so young. Like we were young, you know, when we
Right.
were.
You're right.
You got so much time to do that.
Yeah, you do.
Take your time with that, you know. And you know, I don't know what age group is watching this now, but take your time. And if you are already, you know, having sex and all that stuff, you can detox.
That's
You can
true.
be abstinent. If you love God, you can abstain until you're married, because you don't have to just be out here giving your body away to nobody. They don't even deserve it, because a lot of these guys are right now, they're not even ready for a relationship. And you know they're not. You know that the guy that you probably with now is with 9 other girls that you fighting and talking crazy to every day. I'm one thing about me. I don't want nobody that don't want me. If you don't want me, I don't want you. I'm not fighting over nobody. I'm not doing none of that, okay? And I feel like if you got you 2 other women, that's who you want. You don't want me. Because if you
Yeah.
wanted me, you'd just be with me. I don't have time for that. Now, if we're just dating and you're dating different people and I'm dating different people, that's fine. And we, you know, but there's no, you're not, ain't nobody getting this.
So, I had a discussion, and we were talking about dating, and my definition of dating is dating, just that.
Right.
We're just going out on dates. We're going to the movies. We're going to the show. We're dating, but their definition of dating was sleeping around.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think?
I look at it like what you said. We're just going on dates, and we're because that's just what I said. You're not get if you got somebody, especially if you got other people you're dating. I'm gonna let you do you, and I'm gonna do me. But I know that I'm keeping my body sacred. I don't care. I can't tell you how to handle your body, but I'm handling mine like this.
Right.
You have choices to make. You don't have to just be with that one person.
Right.
And that's fine.
Right.
I think that more relationships should be that way, because then you will be true to know I really like her.
That's true.
She stays on my mind the most. I'm dating this girl, that girl, this girl, but she's on my mind the most. That's the kind of man you want anyway.
Right.
Because he knows, okay, I've
should.
dated this and this and this, but I like you.
Yeah, he should call you more than you call him from the beginning, you know? That's how you can tell. And when I was single, because I was single for like 12 years, right? Before I met my husband.
Oh, that's good. You get some good advice.
Yeah, I was single for like 12 years. And I had just so many just different telltale signs. One sign that I, stuck to, if I am out on a date with him, going out to eat or something, and if I was driving my car, he was driving his car, and he didn't call me on my commute home, or he didn't call me when I got home, that was the first and last date. That to me says a lot about that man. He cares about you. He wants to make sure you got home safe, and he don't just go take you out to somewhere to eat or a movie, and then you don't hear from him the next day. How he know something didn't happen to you. So that was one thing that I
That's good.
paid
That's
attention
good.
to.
That's good.
Yeah, so those are some things that you want to pay attention to. But I have lots of them. Lots.
See, I haven't been dating, because I've been married 15 years. So
Oh my God.
yeah, so
I commend you.
yeah, so I'm now going to be back on a dating scene,
Right.
but no, I have not. So I don't know. That's why I said I don't.
So this
she
is
was asking
new
about
to
that.
you.
Yes, but I could just when I look at these young ladies, I'm just wow, they acting this way.
Yeah, and then
So that's
get
good
it.
advice, because
Yeah.
a lot of the young ladies are out here and they're just it's like they're just going with the wind, and then they're in these
Right.
relationships and they don't understand why they are encountering what they're encountering.
Yeah, and I think we were talking also, speaking also about how back in the animals, you never see a female animal of any kind, whether it's a lion, a tiger, a bear, whatever. The female never chases the male. The male always chases the female. So that's the way it's supposed to be.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so, it really, I just look at the females now, and they are like they were saying something. It was on one of the social medias, and he was saying they call it I forgot what it was, but the man, he tests the woman, and what he does is he goes through and likes her pictures and everything, and then she just hits him in the inbox like instead of him giving him, because he's liking her pictures, then
Right.
he should be the one to approach her.
Yeah.
But instead, these women, when you give them too many likes, they in your DM.
Yeah, don't be in my DM.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff. I don't. I'd be like, why?
Because
What is waving
if
and
you're
what are they waving for? What is that stuff? What? Why?
that's
I don't
flirting. But
know.
if you in my
It's called that's
DM,
flirting,
if you're in my DM, how many other DMs are you in? So don't
right?
be in my DM. I get Facebook and everything.
Is it?
Find out all kind of stuff about you. So you just have to be very careful what you put out there on social media. But yeah, so just when you're dating, just my only advice to you is just enjoy yourself.
Mhm.
Just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, because. But I haven't started yet because I'm just waiting for everything to be finalized
Oh
and all that
yeah,
stuff. But
yeah, yeah. But just these young women out here now, they just have made it hard for the ladies because I feel like if they can get some from a girl that's willing to give it up in one night, then they're not going to wait around for somebody that's not going to give it to them for a month.
and that just means that he's not for you.
Exactly.
Because if he's pressuring you, then you know. Now, and I know that like when you like somebody, like them, sometimes you'll be saying, okay, I'm abstaining and all that stuff.
Right.
But when you like them and y'all dating and this, and I'm not saying you just jump out there, oh, I like him like him, I'm just giving to him the first night. No.
Right.
No. I'm saying like you have a relationship with this person and all that stuff. It may you know what all your plans may fall. You know, and you have to
Right.
be careful. So you got to really have this thing because you stuff could
Right.
yeah.
And the
So
next thing you know, because you're single, you done gave it to 5 people in 1 year.
you oh no I would die. I would die.
5 people in 1 year.
I
No,
would
that's
die.
that's not gonna happen. So that's why it's best to love yourself.
That is so scary.
Yeah, I kid you not. You have women you look up.
But
They
some
think,
women think it's okay because they're feeling like that song. She said he did it to me. I'm doing it to them. And I think that that's not good because guess what? The kids are listening to that,
right.
and guess what? They're taking that because a lot of parents are not. I mean, I know it's a lot to do, but it's a lot of parents that don't talk to their kids about dating, about their bodies and how to carry themselves like
Right.
ladies, and that's why we have so many of the young ladies that's out here that's doing the stuff that they're doing
Right.
and then these young ladies are getting beat at a young age. They're it's almost like they're prostitutes without getting paid
Right.
because they're just out here just giving it like really this is your temple.
But you know something else too. Sometimes you attract what you are. So if you're out here wearing like leggings with no panties or thongs that you can see all of your goods and showing all of your camel toe and all that stuff, and you got somebody that wants to jump right in bed with you right away, guess what? Why not? You showing everything. So that's why it's best. I feel like it's best just to be a lady, just to be a classy
and
lady.
dress and I mean dress like you, but please just be if you don't want this is how people get raped. Men are girl, and they're very visual and they see it all. A man can see you coming 10 miles away, but he with his woman, he already seen you cute. He done seen you. Men are very visual.
Very, very visual. But
And so you got to be careful with that stuff. That's, ugh.
but then when they
I don't do your camel toe though. That's just nasty.
yeah, I think it's a trend now.
Is it?
I guess
Are they doing it?
for real.
No, because I was scrolling up and I said this girl. I said, is she pulling her pants all the way up? And it's this all she was doing her makeup. And I was like, what does it have to do with her makeup? Like, she pulled them all the way up, girl.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what she was doing. I just scrolled. I was like, oh, God.
They feel, the young generation now feel like they want you to see it.
But do you want them to smell it? Because a lot of them ain't smelling right.
I know. Well, I really don't know because.
What Yolanda was telling me about that at work and stuff. So,
Oh my goodness.
and I was
Yeah,
like, wow.
I see that video. Yeah,
I
but
was
that's
like-
that's not right. That's not right. Ooh, that's not right. Because my thing is this: the first thing I thought is, if you have any smell of any kind down there, go to the hospital.
Girl, don't do that. I got it.
was listening. I was like, you need to go to the hospital, like the emergency. That's
because
one of
I
the
can't
emergency
understand.
bills.
She said that when they pulled down, and I was like, wow. Just when you put down your pants, I'm like, okay, let me tell you what to do, because that you should not ever. And what we were talking about, because we just kind of just jumped over there.
Off it.
But if you pull down, because oh god, if you pull down your pants and there's a smell that comes from your pants when you pull them down, there's something medically wrong.
You need to go to the emergency
And if it
room.
seeps over to the next stall, because this is someone at work, and then you're in the stall, they're in the stall, and they can smell it, something is wrong. And that means that either you didn't get to wash, because some people don't shave, so they may have hair, and that hair stinks, and it
You ain't
carries
supposed to have
smell.
that there. Just because
That's
it grows
nasty.
there,
I
it
don't-
don't mean it's supposed to be
Yeah,
there.
I don't, because that I don't do. But some of them don't. That's what I'm saying. So we're giving this information, and I know we're kind of long today, but we're giving this information to help the youth, because you're not supposed
And
to have.
they have
that.
salons where you can just go get waxed and just, I mean, your brows is killed. Your brows look now. Your brows is nice, right?
Okay. So yeah.
But back to what we're saying. I mean, the ladies, just keep yourself together. Be a lady. Act like a lady. Work on your self esteem. Be by yourself for a minute. And basically, that's what we're just trying to sum it up. Just tell you that. So.
Yeah. So and then this should help, and I pray it helps, and we will keep this coming to you. So just make sure you like and subscribe, and please just give us your comments. Let us know how you feel about it.
Right.
All right.
All right. See you
We're
next
keeping it
video.
cute.
All right. Keep it cute.